Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Chubal Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
A pastor by the name of Lorenzo Sewell had a conversation with that of Sky News not too long ago in regards to the election, right? Kamala, Trump, Kamala. Now, admittedly, he is a Trump supporter ever since that of Donald Trump went to his church and had a conversation with him. And he told Trump, "You're the first candidate to come to our church." He says it wasn't any Democrats that came, not Obama, Biden, or Kamala. He says they didn't come to the hood, right? They went everywhere else to talk to Black people, but not the hood. But anyway, there's been this conversation about the condition of Detroit really since that of Donald Trump went to Detroit. And a lot of people said that he mocked people of Detroit by saying, if you vote for Kamala, the rest of the United States is going to look like Detroit. Then people got mad. They made all these ads and things like that, basically saying, how dare Trump talk like that about the people of Detroit? Okay, well, watch Pastor Sewell talk to the reporter real quick and come on back.
What you'll see down Grand River is, it's so bad. It's completely desolate. All Black people. And then as soon as you hit downtown, the racial dynamics change.
So as you heard him say, he basically said it's bad in the Black part of Detroit, right? He says if you go elsewhere, it's nice. But that's not rare. It's like that in most Black areas. I don't care where you go throughout the United States. And guess what? Those Black areas are managed by Democrats. Whether it's the mayor, city council, whoever else, it's Democrats. Where the neighborhoods are destitute, right? Where it's lacking. Detroit is heavily populated with Black people to the tune of about 78%. And of course, the poverty rate is, up there too for Black residents. Now, if you want to go about an hour away from Detroit, there's Flint, Michigan. Y'all remember Flint? About 10 years ago, it was discovered that they had horrible water where it was causing people issues, including death. Guess what? They still really can't drink that water. They still have rusted pipes. They still mostly depend on bottled water for everything that they do. Now, you'll hear people say, oh, it's gotten better. Would you drink a better glass of dirty water? Well, Obama sure did. Y'all remember when he held up that glass of water? Ooh, it sure is good. And all that. Now, I'm paraphrasing, but y'all got the point. He made it seem like it was okay. And the residents there who I speak to, some of them, they say, nah, we can't mess with this water here. Obama lied. When he held up that glass, and I doubt very seriously, it came from the same source that it came from, the people who was complaining about the lead and everything else in that water. But nevertheless, you got people who are mad about what Trump said about Detroit, but they don't want to admit that Detroit does have issues. And as he said, he being Trump, that is what the rest of America is going to look like. And he was talking about immigration because it is said that immigrants are also going to Detroit. It is a growing community there in Detroit. And we know that when immigrants show up in any neighborhood, especially ours, they get stuff. They get housing, food, education, money, everything you can think of, right? But not too far from Detroit, they can't even drink the water. Detroit, the buildings are dilapidated. Now they keep talking about how things are growing. We're on the... Where? Where is it growing? Because there's a pastor who, as he said, is in the hood, and he's saying from his own mouth that it ain't that good here. And I've talked to people from Detroit, they said the same thing. Now, a lot of people thought that Trump was talking about the people, but he was talking about the condition of Detroit. And listen, I hate to even defend Trump, But I just wanted to give that a good conversation. So as long as we as black people stay in denial about what the Democrats are not doing for black people, or their benign neglect of black people, then we're always going to be in those conditions. Now, I'm not saying you got to vote Republican, but vote for somebody who is definitely going to do something helpful for the neighborhood. Because he's right. In any neighborhood, let's say the hood, right? It's dilapidated and things going on. But if you just drive a little bit further to the nicer part of town, oh my gosh, it looks like a whole different planet. Because their leadership is different. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube.